Hey Terry, this one is for you. My arms were hurting so badly this morning I had to venture into my fascial motions. So I started with just lifting my arms up to the sides as far as I could go without lifting my shoulder dots, and then bringing them down. I did that a couple of times, up. It's really hard for me because I'm really tight right now, and down. And then I brought them forward and backward. Abby says hello. And forward and backward. And here I could get a little bit more stretch going as I continue to do that. And then I brought them back to the sides, and I brought them up, and I stretched, and I looked up to the ceiling, and I pushed my wrists, or reached my wrists further up, trying to keep my shoulder dots down, but you can let them lift a little bit for more of a stretch, and then bring it back down. From here I went into my airplane, so I just started bending to the right. That was my left though. Bending to your left. And then I bent. Did that a couple of times. And then I started my rotation. So from here I stop. I'll go over to this side. I stop. And then I turn. Watch my lower body isn't going to move at all. So just let your rib cage rotate around your waist. Let your arms follow that. And then when you get over to the, well, that's it. Just rotate. We'll add on in a second, and then back up. And then to the other side, so you're bending at the waist, keeping those arm lines connected and the shoulder dots down. And then when you get to your side bend, as far as you can go without moving anything, then you'll rotate your ribcage around your waist. Oops, sorry, arms just follow. They don't lead. And then I turn back to the side and then back up. But very quickly, I wanted to add on to this. So I bend, I rotate, and then I wanted to drop here and relax and just feel the weight of my upper body on my waist. And then I will unrotate that, bringing my arm back up and then up to the side. And I did it on the other side. And then rotate. Oh my God, and drop. I really want to drop quickly on this one. And then back to the side and then back up. We're going to add on again. So we're going to bend, we're going to rotate, we're going to drop, and then we're going to let our knees sort of let us reach further toward the ground. So I'm just letting my knees go so that I can get a little more out of this. And then I'll come back up, and I'll unrotate, and I'll come up from the bend, and then to the other side. And then I'll rotate, and then I'll drop, and then I'll sink. Whew, this is gravity pulling me down. See, I can kind of bounce there, and then I'll come up out of it. And then I'll unrotate, and then I'll come back up, and we'll do it again. We're going to add on again. So we rotate, we drop, we sink. Woo! Dangle, just hang. See if you can do some bouncy knees there. And then grab your ankle with your opposite hand. So my right hand is reaching around to my left ankle, and I'm pulling myself backwards to get a stretch around my shoulder. Watch my elbow. It reaches out, my shoulder stays down, and then my eyes look up to the ceiling. And then I come out of that. I undo my head, I undo my arm, I let it dangle and back into that sink. I'm coming out of it. I'm going to unrotate, and then I'm going to unbend, and then I'm going to side bend to the right. And then I'm going to rotate the rib cage, and then I'm going to drop the arm, and then sink into it. And then dangle a little bit, bouncy knees. Then take my left hand, grab my right ankle. At the back, I'm reaching all the way around to the back, and then I'm going to pull myself backward by bending my elbow. Reaching my elbow out. Keep the shoulder down. And then my eyes continue the stretch to look up to the ceiling. And then I'll undo my head, undo my arm, undo, go back into my sink, come out of it, unrotate, and unbend. And you can do that a couple times, excuse me. But the more you do it, the more free you feel, and the more you can, now you can lift your arms easier to the side without lifting the shoulders. There's much more range of motion. And my arms are not numb anymore. Terry, that was for you.